So I'm out here hiking kind of near Tillamook on the Oregon coast, and I just came out here for like a chill hike, and well, chill relatively, but I went to go hike at Saddleback, which is a kind of like popular-ish hike, and it goes up like, you know, a couple thousand feet for like a really nice view. You could see all the way to the coast and whatnot. But anyway, so that hike ended, like I drove all the way out from Portland, and that hike ended up being closed down because they're doing some sort of construction work on the road that takes you up to the trailhead. So I came out here to Clapstone because it's kind of near the other hike I was going to. Spiders. And anyway, this hike is, or path is so not maintained. It's actually surprisingly one of the craziest paths I've been on, and I think one of the things that makes it a little bit harder than others is the amount of spiders out here. So I have this spider stick that I'm using, and I'm just waving it in front of my face like this. I think you've been able to tell that, but about every 10 or so feet there's another web with these gnarly looking spiders. I don't know if they're poisonous. I highly doubt they're poisonous, but it's just, spiders are no fun. And I mean, the path is just a little bit extreme, but I mean, it is pretty out here. So, out. Spikes. Yeah, here, look at that view. I don't know. You can't really see it very well. Yeah, but Oregon's pretty, man. So, it's kind of steep. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for damn sure. But, I mean, we didn't come out here for something easy. So, you see, look, there's one of those damn spiders. That's what they look like. So you gotta get your stick going like that, whip them all up, and then you're good to proceed. But as you can see, this path is no, walk in the park. It's, you see, there's another one of those spiders. It's like, this is spider hike for sure. Oh, sorry, I have a mosquito on my hand. Yeah. Those are pretty. Yeah. Here's a little bit better view. Oh. Yeah, but apparently there's a pond, or they call it a lake, but I'm assuming at this elevation it has to be a pond or something, at the top of this hike. And the lady at the campsite near the trailhead told me that it may be inaccessible. So I'm really hoping it's accessible, because it's always nice to have like a good ending point on a hike, and I think it'd be nice to see that pond or lake, whatever they want to call it. So yeah, There's a whole lot of uphill right here. If you're wondering why I'm hiking this alone, it's because my hiking buddy, I call her Beebs, that's my girlfriend, is in Texas. So she's celebrating one of our friends' birthdays. And yeah, it sounds like she's having a good time. So I didn't want to just sit around at home. I want to get out and do something with my weekend. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, look at that. That's very pretty. Yeah, let's see more uphill. Okay. I have this tracking on Strava too, which is pretty nice. If you guys know any good apps that you use to track more kind of like hiking type activities, let me know. Strava's pretty good, but you know, I feel like it's really geared around running. So speaking of running, I'll be running Hood to Coast. Sorry, damn spider. I'll be running Hood to Coast this coming Friday. We have a team of 12 people, and it's really self-explanatory in the name, but between those 12 people, we start at Mount Hood and we just, run to the coast. So this is what the lady was telling me. If I come up to a pile of rocks, I may need to take the road. And so I saw a pile of rocks that way over there. So I'm assuming this is not what I envisioned when she said road, but I'm assuming I need to take this either up that way or down that way. And I'm assuming it's down that way. So I'm just gonna get going down there to see if we can, so that's the pile of rocks over there. I don't know if you could see that. So I'm just gonna take this road this way and see where that takes us. Yeah, but anyway, I was telling you guys about Hood to Coast. If you want more details about Hood to Coast and kind of what goes into setting up a team and how the actual race is broken down, I'm happy to talk about that more later. But long story short, I'm excited for it. I feel okay in terms of like my preparedness. So we'll see how it goes. And my goal has always been just to finish it, because I'm gonna push like an 8:30 per mile pace, but I'm really not trying to like do it as fast as possible. Otherwise I would have definitely had to train a lot differently. So yeah, but these yellow flowers here are pretty. Anyway, yeah, this is the great state of Oregon, and where I am is pretty close to the coast. So it's a little bit of a different temperature and biome here. Yeah. All right, I'll be back when I get closer to the lake to speak to you guys. Hopefully I find it. Okay, so I just came from that way. I followed the road and it kind of put me onto a path here. The problem is the path should keep going this way, but there's this fallen tree here, and I mean, I guess realistically, I come too far to give up, right? So should probably just find a way to get under this guy. Yeah, I can definitely fit under there. Trying to. Oh. Ah. Woo! The grass is greener on the other side. Hell yeah. All right. Onwards and upwards. Let's go. Look at this. Beautiful. There's a lot of this lichen here in Oregon. Sometimes people call it wizard's beard, but I'm not sure specifically what kind this is. But as you can see from kind of this portion of the forest, Oregon's very interesting in terms of like how quickly it can go from one you know, it'll look like a kind of like rainforest or temperate forest, kind of like this, and then other times it will look kind of deserty, or you know, just like raw mountainous kind of. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but I just feel like the vibe switches up so quickly. Yeah, back to hiking. Oh, it's beautiful. It sure as hell is. Hey, see, I kind of go to this more open area like this. It's sprinkling a little, but well, I don't even know if I would call it sprinkling, but it's misting and feels really good, especially with this elevation. So far, from the start of the hike, we've gone up, what is that, I think, I just checked, it's like 1,000 feet. Very interested in what this is. Look at that. I've never seen that before. So if you know what this is, let me know. It might be the same as those yellow flowers that we were looking at, just not, they just haven't bloomed yet. But yeah, it's interesting, like it looks like some of those fall colors are starting to come in. It's August now, so it's a little bit early, but you could start to see things are changing. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Oh, snake. Whew. Just a little gardener snake, though. Yeah, that's one of the good things about Oregon. We do have like not very many poisonous snakes, or venomous snakes, or spiders and stuff like that. So far, my pace has been 40 minutes per mile, which, I mean, not trying to run through this, but that may be one of the slowest paces I've had, just because You know, I'm gonna chop it up to spiders, but this terrain also did contribute. Yeah. Have you guys ever been to Oregon? If not, I highly recommend it. It's also, I'm not quite to the lake yet, but look at these mushrooms here. Beautiful, huh? And look at those. And those mushrooms. All right, just about 2 miles in. 2 hours in to this 3-mile hike out and back. We just got to the end area here. Like I mentioned, they said there's supposed to be a lake, but as you can see, it's, you know, it's more of a marsh kind of situation. So not really surprising in that respect, but it's good. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I wouldn't even expect this amount of water up here, even though it's like not that much. There have been a number of like trees we had to hop over to get to this point, just because this hike is not very famous, and so it's a little bit more rough terrain. And now you can see we're gonna go downhill, so I'm gonna navigate that and then I'll be back. All right, I think we're just about there. It's not as much of a lake as I expected here. It looks more like a pond situation. Yeah. Yeah. Man. That freezes over pretty easily in the winter there. All right, I think this is the end of the path here. You'd see we're stepping on some pretty marshy land right now, but I'll turn the camera around here in a second so you could see there's some cattails. There's some cattails there, and then just, you know, some longer grass. But really, it's nice to get here to the end, but it's not that rewarding of a sight, you know.